Right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Morning Review on, what day is it? Monday, the 20th of March 2023. It's currently 12 minutes past 9 in the UK. Hope you're all doing well. So I will just crack on with it. So we've got a global market cap of $1.18 trillion, which is up 2.78%. 24-hour trading volume of $78 billion, which means that people have been buying over the weekend. Normally, the volume goes down over the weekend, but it's stayed fairly high. Bitcoin dominance is right up there, like as high as it's been for quite some time. It's at 46.4%. Bitcoin's actually trading at $28,347. I would personally expect Bitcoin to hit $30,000 this week, the way things are going, but we'll go through the charts shortly. So it's up 27% in the last week, 5% nearly today. Ethereum not performing quite so well, but it's still around the $1,800 mark. BNB, a little bit of a pullback, but it's still over $330. It was below $300 not long ago, so everything's on a little pushing up slightly. Again, XRP, not much movement. Had a little push up yesterday, though. It was up to around 39 cents from 35. Cardano, not much movement. There's a bit of news going around that it could be a security, but I think all that stuff's going to be sorted out with the XRP lawsuit. We'll decide what is a security and what isn't a security. I mean, there's like 2,200 and something cryptos. Sorry, 22,971 cryptos, excuse me. They can't, take them all to court. There's just got to be rules drawn, a line in the sand, and then you're a security or you're not. But, excuse me, just some water there. Polygon's not performing as well as the rest, but Solana's doing very well, which is nice to see. It's up 20% on the week, currently trading at $23.28. The biggest rises of the last 24 hours, same old things. Conflux is up 16%. STX up 9%, Neo's up 9%. There's Solana. It's nice to see that doing well. It's up 9%. I genuinely see that going into the top 10. Not this year, but possibly, but at some point in the near future, I see Solana getting back into the top 10 and getting towards the $100 mark, even if exceeding its all-time highs at something. When you look at the circulating supply of Solana, it's got tiny circulating supply. It does have a use case. I know it's flawed, but they are trying to fix it. VeChain, that's doing quite well, it's up 5%. Let's go and look at the charts to see what's going on. So this is Bitcoin on the daily. You can see over the week, on Friday, we had a massive push up to test that trend line. We closed above it, had a little pullback on Saturday, but we've pushed back above, come back down to test it, and that trend line sort of resistance has become support because we reacted to it. And I would suggest that we'd be heading towards $29,000-$30,000 in the very not too distant future. We've got bullish momentum on the histogram. The MACD line and the signal line are both pointing upwards and above the zero line. Price is above both the daily 50 and the daily 100, with the 50 being above the 100, which puts us in bullish territory. We made a higher high, another higher high, so things are looking good. Higher lows as well coming through. So there was a tradable pattern here. You've made a lower low there, closed above it, broken the high of the previous day, and it's just carried on going up that way. So yeah, that's looking good. Check down for there's no divergent activity, because between this high here and this high here, I was mentioning the other day that there was potentially going to be a pullback because of the divergence. It did play out like that, so it's worked that divergence off, and now there's still divergence there actually, but I don't think it's going to be of any consequence. If we check down the time frames on the 4 hourly, again, there is divergent activity across the highs, but we've got so much momentum behind us and so much sentiment. This is when people start FOMOing in, when the price, when you should be buying when it was down like $12,000-$15,000, or whenever you got in. The general public, the masses, they'd like to wait until things are up and they get in at the worst possible price. I'm not saying this is the worst possible price, 'cause I see Bitcoin getting to 100 grand at some point, but you know what I'm saying. Going down to the hourly, again, you've got divergent activity, 1, 2, 3 treble divergence. So there is potential for a bit of a pullback today, but like I said, I genuinely see this getting to $30,000 this week. We've got so much bullish momentum behind us on the histogram. FOMO, positive sentiment, everything's in Bitcoin's favour this week. You look at gold. If I can find gold on my thing, people are pouring money into gold at the moment. Gold is flying up. If you go to Euro USD, it's fairly flat there, but the dollar is selling off. I can find the DXY. I have to expand that because it's a bit. Where's DXY? See how the dollar's doing. The dollar's selling off slightly. So yeah, there's a bit risk on. People are putting money into riskier assets like Bitcoin, gold, and cryptocurrency. So moving on to where is Ethereum. So Ethereum on the daily, much the same thing. We had resistance at $1,700. We pushed above it. We're still above the 50 and the 100. Bit of chop over the weekend, not as consistent as Bitcoin. We've got definite resistance forming here at 1,800, just over $1,800. That's the next test. But we've had a little pullback this morning, and it looks like we're pushing up. And we could break the highs of yesterday and the weekend. Actually, that's definite resistance there. It's like to the very pit, very much. 1839. There is divergent activity across the highs, but we've got positive momentum on the histogram, so I would expect more sideways movement, if not movement to the upside. Like I said on Saturday, I was expecting either sideways movement or more of a push to the upside, which we got the latter. So everything's looking good in Bitcoin at the moment. Down on the 4 hourly, again divergence. It's playing out at the moment. It's had a pullback, and hopefully it can work its way up. We've made a lower low there, but then we've climbed up. We've pushed above it. We're having a little pullback at the moment. I'd like to see us break these highs here today. There's potential there. The pattern's there. And on the hourly, just for more confirmation, there is definite divergence across the highs. From this high here to this double divergence there. It's pulled back. A little long setup there that's triggered. It's currently in play, but it's having a little pullback there. It's below its hourly 50, but hopefully that can provide some support, because it has provided in the last hour. Let's look at XRP. I'll only look at the daily. Again, like I continually say, there's only so much you can say about this at the moment. I think until the lawsuit's settled, then I don't think you're going to see much movement to the upside or to the downside. It's just going to be people very gently DCAing in. I don't think anyone's going to be selling at these levels. It's pointless. And onto the other holdings, I've got quite a lot of. VeChain is a big one. That's not had a brilliant weekend, but it's looking quite good today when you think about it. It's got the resistance, support at 0.019. It's bounced off it quite clearly. It's held its gains over the weekend, and hopefully we can push up to the upside and get to that 0.026 level. There's no divergences, but we have switched to positive on the histogram 4 hourly. Again, it's movements to the upside. We're making higher highs and higher lows, so everything looks quite good there. I'll look at Solana and HBAR, and then I'll finish it because I'm off to the gym in a minute. Solana, like I said earlier, it's had a great day. This support there's definite support at $20. Next resistance, I should draw it on really, is at. I'm not going to do it to the wicks. I'm going to do it to the tip of the body of the candle. I'll do it there. $26. We've just pushed above the daily 50. No divergences, positive momentum. This is a lovely outside bar, bullish engulfing, whatever you want. That's an outside bar, so it's not bullish engulfing. And can it continue? Is it an expansion bar? I can't remember the terminology, but it's a nice candle. Can that push all the way up to $26 and break through that finally? Potentially. Just keep an eye on it. Anything on the 4 hourly show and give us some more clues. Just higher highs coming through, higher lows as well, so all looking pretty on the 4 hourly. Moving on to Hedera. The final one I've got to look at. So not really moving much, but it's holding on to its gains. It's holding that 0.06 level, so it's still time to accumulate. Personally, obviously none of this is financial advice, but I'm just saying this is still sort of in an accumulation zone. The blue block boxes are where I will be buying, but even at this level I'll be getting in, because you go to the all-time high, it's 47. No, sorry, it's been as high as 58 cents. So this is a decent level to be buying in my opinion. But it's just been chop all over the weekend. There's not been much movement on Hedera, but it doesn't really bother me, to be honest with you. Back to Bitcoin, because let's see how that's doing, because it moves so fast at the moment. So on the daily, we're currently trading at $28,311. I genuinely believe we'll hit 30k this week. Could be wrong. I've been wrong many times about plenty of things in my life. It's just how things look on the charts to me. So that's it for today. Wish you all a wonderful afternoon. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh no, sorry, one thing I wanted to check. Economic calendar. There's no news out today of any interest, but tomorrow you've got Euro economic sentiment data coming out. I'm not sure that's going to have a massive amount of effect, but it's worth putting on your diary that there is news out that can affect the Euro area. It could, if the news is bad, then it could put more money into crypto. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, in conclusion, everything's looking pretty bullish. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good afternoon. Bye for now.